today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 106 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are on the board first here in Vegas. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence. In your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. Now, guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
From the 50, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Connect. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll run on first down. Robertson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now it's Fields. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To throw is Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. McCann's got it teed up. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raiders heading out to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35 on second down. Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he goes out right around the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap, Fields. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Shifts by at the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Fields. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, it's Robertson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. One play action, Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe the tide.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. Robertson. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 29, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Fields now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Carr now to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Jacobs. They juked him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be second down. They'll try the left side. It's Robertson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll buy some time right. They've got his man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Robertson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 31, Carr. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st down, Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On play action, now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Carr to throw again. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and 3. Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it now.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed locked, reinforced.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Chicago, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.